Alright, well, this year's Project for Awesome just ended, so I can get to recording. Some time has passed. I have done some stuff. Well, I'm also way the fuck over here. And the way I had to take that trip, because holy, and this fucking fog nightmare is in the way. The two options were from here go around over, or from Hub, which I have bought one of the houses and built some stuff in, go along and around this way and up. I'm not sure if I want to take the other way back down and around, but we are here because our next friend lives. Actually, our next friend is this guy here. Barn. Well, guy. Skeleton. And this unknown tower is where they live. We have come a very long way to come get you, and we have brought equipment for you. Hi. I did see some, at least one spider bot, but also some broken ones. See, no, you're one of the unique ones. Why would I shouldn't be able to change your face and name. I think it's weird that you get that option for some folks. You are the one lugging the bag full of stuff for you. Right. We're gonna have to get rid of that. Let's do that first. Get these out of the way so I can do this. I didn't bring you healing items for people because fuck it. Just so that I can have this bag be empty like this. That's your stuff. You get to lug it around, work on your strength. I had found a few of these off of, it doesn't say, because they were hostile people over, damn it. Over here, there's a kind of, are they reavers? But there's a hostile group over here that carries crappy versions of these weapons, but at least it's the right kind of weapon, so they're getting experience in the right kind of weapon. burn starts with some skill across the board, which is nice. That is not common. You are going to be much slower. But that's okay. You have competence with combat stuff that we don't have. Stop that. Yeah, lots of science, little engineering, and robotics, laboring, because, you know, stuff. We did have to swim to come across, but we're not slowed down by that, like people. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah. We haven't really got much of this. Actually, well, everyone else has stuff. Let's have you be the one that... Actually, I need at least a few cups for something. I don't remember how many. And hinges. I don't think I need more than one cup. I don't really need most of this. Oh, spring steel, yes. I don't think I need more hinges, but should grab a few more just in case. I have a couple at home that I already accumulated. Oh, yeah. Skeleton bed. We have one of those built at home now. Should not count as stealing. I don't really want the stuff, and I don't want to have to... Oh, that'll take. That's much better. We've already patched ourselves up. Oh, we took a little bit of damage on the way. You're healthy, of course. Well. Oh. The good one is an 81. Stop that. And I really wish you wouldn't fucking do that. It does not prioritize where they're being placed properly. Fuck you, stop that. Take another one of those. Yeah, we have one of those because we needed some electricals to build the bed. Some of these things are worth money. I just don't care. Sure. I have storage built for stuff. I may need more than what I've got of those. Anyway. It doesn't take very long, especially when you're not that hurt. I'm just topping everything off. Come join them. Okay. Alright, you do that. Oh, actually. No, that's fine. Yeah. No. I might as well top those off because I can. Okay. Oh. We may accumulate more of these. I still haven't built the thing to store them in, but those get turned into leather, which gets turned into armor. So, and, you know, extra ammo, because it was a long trip and I didn't want to have issues. We're gonna save before we go booking anywhere, because now we have someone. Well, at least you can fight, but you're slow, so that still puts us at more risk. That's not what I wanted. I mean, it's a long trip either way. There's hordes of... Are they cannibals that's over here? There's big patches of them. If I go back along this way, that avoids them coming down through here again. I still think it's a little easier than the other way, just because I have to give such a wide berth to avoid the holy fuckers. Because I can't deal with paladins right now. I don't particularly want to either. Let's start with that. Excuse you. This is going to be very slow. You need the practice, though. And we're all all variably incompetent and squishy, so... But the practice is good, regardless. Because at some point, people will be taking long individual trips for stuff. And they need to be able to do that safely without me watching them the whole way. Other than pathing weirdness. But that's intermittent check-ins, not... I have to watch them the whole time instead of what I'm trying to do with somebody else. Yeah, this is floodlands instead of deadlands. But you get more of those flying broken things and more broken spider bots. I saw one somewhere that was actually moving, but attack, dex, toughness, yeah, are more competent than we are. We can try. It might be better to avoid you. We might do well enough. But somebody's going to have to... Oh, actually, you're the one that's most competent with a melee weapon. So... I'm going to have you step out so that the two of them... No, attack, stupid. So the two of them can stand farther back and keep shooting. Oh, this is still going to suck very much for Burn, but gives them the opportunity to keep shooting. Oh, it's distracted with someone who's... Yay, physics. Oh, right, you don't have... I do want to keep an eye out for where you land. But I want all three of you to work on him. Okay. Yeah, we need to remove your parts before you get back up. Why are you... Oh, because I gave you all that crap. I should actually swap that. Just in case, I guess. That's also a stackable thing. don't have space to store more of either of you at home. Is that enough for you to be dead? Yes. I am actually going to leave that stuff on you. I can make them at home. Okay. You seem confused. Oh, there's another one. But you don't seem to be on a path that will intersect and charge at ours. Maybe? Maybe not. You gonna notice us and care? Yes. They mostly recover after being patched up, but they don't get all the way back up. You need the repair beds to top them all the way off. Fleshies? That's what I mean by big packs. Oh, shrieking bandits, not cannibals. Cannibals, I guess, are farther. We lack the skill to deal with big groups. Whether or not they're particularly competent. Numbers matter, because you get interrupted by being hit. So, yeah. Being outnumbered ends up meaning you can lose fights you maybe shouldn't otherwise. Nope. Fine. Go the fuck over here. Need to avoid the fog, too, though. That's where the problem comes in. Excuse you. I told you to go somewhere. Nope. I need to draw that line differently because fuck you. And we are facing the wrong way, though. We really do need to skirt that way. I should be looking at the map when I do that, so I know. We need to go this way. I can hug the edges of fog land, fog bullshit, but definitely don't want to go in there either. Different kind of numbers of bullshit. Also, as fog would imply, harder to see. I've actually already gotten the research materials from here and here. They may be larger packs of equivalent of the starving bandits. Over by Hub. That's... No. You're supposed to be going this way. Do not take incorrect turns facing the wrong fucking direction. I know I'm pointed in the right direction. Going that way is inappropriate. Yeah, we are avoiding the fog islands. You gonna do something stupid? No. In the fog, there are fogmen, which are a blue palette swap of hive folk. They're also, is it cannibalism if you're eating a different? No. But they do, grab and tie up and dismember and eat people while they're alive. You can see the captions of them screaming while you're going by. And there's large numbers of them. Individually, most of them aren't particularly strong, but again, numbers. Now, if you're good with a crossbow, you can pick them off and run back to Mongrel, or towards Mongrel, and pick them off and run back towards Mongrel, and, have the guards assist in that way. I didn't tell you to walk through a fucking building. I'm not interested in buying any of your shit. From here, because this is where we swim across. Oh, this is a hive village, so if I hadn't shown you. Hive folk looks like this. If you strip them down, they just have sticks like that. Most of the folk men, and they're blue. When I was playing fleshy folks and just accumulating whoever I could that I didn't have to pay for, there are a few free to acquire people in Mongrel, but you have to kind of train them up from there before you can safely get them the fuck back out. Starving bandits. You see the sandals on his feet? And it's only their bosses. But their bosses have the sandals that I want. It's not unprovoked. You're trying to get something out of me. So, no. I will steal your sandals, though. Will that help? Not really. Closest one first. You can get shot by your allies, accidentally or otherwise. Well, accidentally. There is friendly fire. That's how they build up, No? All of you. Patch him up first. Okay. What I'm going to do... I don't want any of their stuff, I'm just stripping it off of them. Their stuff is shit. It's not even worth enough money to make it worthwhile to lug. But you... athletics and combat speed. They give me no armor benefit, but they make me a little faster. Put them the fuck on. Take those. There. See, smaller packs of poorly equipped people aren't so bad, but bigger packs, even if they're not any better than these guys, the numbers matter. So, anyway, we're going that way. If you don't agree to let them threaten you for food that we don't even fucking have, they will just attack you anyway. Or if you ignore them, they will just attack you anyway. So, preemptively shooting the motherfuckers isn't really leading to any other consequence except they end up hating you more faster. They start out hostile, but acting preemptively does make it worse. Some groups start out more hostile than others. Some are aggressive, but aren't classified as hostile. Oh, Fogmen. See, blue hivers with sticks. But the little roving groups out this far, there aren't that many. And they're very poorly equipped, so you have to tell them to swap from one target to another, otherwise they will just stand there, not attacking. Well, maybe if I swapped them off of passive, that wouldn't be the case, but passive keeps other things from targeting you unnecessarily or faster. Passive. Non-combat mode, a character will not initiate. Less likely to be targeted by enemies is really the point of that. The other parts are generally counterproductive, but Sometimes they will also make decisions that I don't want them to about whether or not that counts as something you should engage with when I'm telling you to do something else. So, because artificial intelligence is something that does not generally do the things that I want it to. The intelligence is very artificial. Like, it's good they give the options. It's just frustrating that I disagree with how those options end up making characters behave if I'm not commanding them directly. That's not what I wanted. Can just, take a look at, distant stuff. Hive Village. From here, we're going to ping through these and get back to Hub. And I went and got Burn first, because, as I mentioned before, while being farther away, less difficult to get to, because Agnew, the other one that I know about, I don't actually have the map marker for you. There is a tower with very hostile robots in here. Agnew is a prisoner at the top of the tower. That tower also has 2 robot bosses that have, bounties in places I'm not going to go turn them into. Yes, I can get money for it, but I do not give a fuck about getting an improved disposition with a civilization that has fucking slaves. And the holy fuckers, I can't turn anything into them anyway. So, but it also has a bunch of other skeletons beyond the 2 boss ones. So, yeah. Cleaning out that tower to get to Agnew, which, of course, the first time I did was an accidental discovery, but I also had a bigger team, because that start with the 6 and 1 is more competent. It means that, larger volley of crossbow bolts. And, you'll end up seeing it. I will show it. But basically, I set up who I can at the bottom of the tower, and the one that's best at stuff will sneak in, provoke 1. Best if I can provoke 1 of the easier ones at a time, bait them outside into a volley of crossbow bolts, or just as many as we can shoot into them, so that, less actual melee combat is necessary. Better if none, but I don't have enough of us. So there's going to be some fighting. And it can take a while, because there's a bunch of them, and, they don't necessarily start, well, not exactly bleeding out, but, some of them will try and get back up, because they're not broken enough to actually be dead. Unlike with creatures, things in the category of people, which skeletons are part of, don't have a part, a hunk of meat or hide or whatever. You can't take a part out and have it just be considered dead. There are mods for that, but that fucks things up, because one of the things slavers do is strip everything out, so they will just end up killing everybody instead of, which can also fuck up your attempts to liberate folks. You end up getting them killed instead of beaten and stripped back down, if it goes poorly. I mean, sometimes they get beaten and bleed out anyway, but yeah. So, the mod for making people-type things killable while they're down has too many drawbacks for me to actually want to use it. Interesting that the light source really? Was not paying enough attention. You lose your stick. You lose your stick. There. I wasn't expecting you to be over here this far. That's unusual. But anyway, yeah, the traveling merchants, and they're a big pack beast with that light source on it. That lamp that hangs off the backpack on the back. I didn't know offhand that their light source would show even when they aren't. I should check for things. I don't have the research done to yeah, not you. I want to come talk to you. Just to see if you have any of the weird parts I need for some of the training devices. Well, that's one of them. Oh, you have a vase as well. I need a pearl cup and a vase. And hivers are the only places I've ever seen them. So I can get those while I'm here. Yeah. I could grab some of your books too. So am I close enough to that pearl cup to just grab it? I don't know. Let's find out. Yes. Now, if it's not in a container, you don't have that percentage chance. You can just pick it up. Oh, the urn isn't in one either. Fantastic. Oh. I have a thought. It involves storing these in the thing you're already using. There. Now those can go back where they belong. That's not what I... Oh, good. There's nothing that I want in that. You two, go distract him. That's not what I... There you are. Alright. That was that one, yeah. No books. I don't think you're gonna have anything I'd care about. No. No, that's the urn, not the vase. The vase is gonna be in something. Well, these I can look at. You two. Let him go harass you. Leave me alone. Stupid fuck. You. hate you. I hate you. Obnoxious fuckers. They're really pushy fucking merchants. They're just obnoxious to deal with generally. If I walked into a shop and had the shopkeep stalk me around and shout at me the whole fucking time, well, one, I'm not staying. Two, they will get shouting back. What the fuck is wrong with you? Stop that. Yeah, hivers are obnoxious. There you are. You technically have 3 more books somewhere. Not in a bread thing. Maybe in that, which is locked. Not for long. There. There. Okay. Yeah. Annoying. At this point, I would, if it wouldn't have nasty consequences, I would probably be attacking you, because what the fuck is wrong with you? This is me highlighting that no, it is not excessive of me to think they're fucking obnoxious. And, yeah. You know what? Go find a fucking beak thing. That is my opinion of you. Death by beak thing. How long are you gonna fucking follow me? Usually they go back to their shop by this point. You are, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. And the skins I have in my bag came from the only 2 hostile creatures I encountered on the way. They were both gorillos. And this stretch between Hivers and Hub. That's a gorillo. This is acid rain. It's not indicated in the Deadlands bicolor, but it is here. The water burns to go through, just like it does there, but it's actually visually distinct by color here. Doesn't bother hivers, but humans and Shack. The foliage is kind of interesting looking. Acid rain and beak things I could do without. But beak things are in a lot of places. My plan is to get this guy home and show you what home looks like. There are some things you can't do in houses that you buy in town and fix up, because they all need repairs before they're usable. Farming, even hydroponics, because, well, I guess if you find a house available in a place that it rains, and not acid rain, proper rain, water collector will not collect acid rain and give you water. You can't build a well in town. There are certain manufacturing things that are meant to be outdoors, but there are mods to make smaller indoor versions of them. So some of those normally you can't. The things that make iron plates and make building materials, the big machinery for those, because the low-tech versions of getting the base materials are all manpower. You go work or resource. So you can't do that more efficiently because the machinery for doing that more efficiently has to be built outdoors, which you cannot do in a town. You have to build outdoors things far enough away from towns that it no longer is properly accessible by your people in town. We're getting there. We're not quite close enough. But you get this once you actually technically have property in town. I buy this one and fix it up because it's the biggest. You get a lot of space, but it's all the best amount of space for the cost. The tiniest things you can't even put the smallest research bench in. Well, no, I think you can. You can maybe put the tiniest. But, you know, if you're going to spend the money, this one's the best value. I have this even though I don't have any water. That's the water tank. This is an electricals bench. The little storage thing for it, which is also full. Raw stone, which I think you actually need to build a mine for, but raw iron and copper you can't just harvest. I have built storage things for those. Those are the modded versions of little benches to work those materials indoors. The smallest research bench, which is empty because I've used all that stuff. The larger one, I need to build a thing for skins. I need some of the raw meat. I actually need some leather, hinges, tools, some spring steel for some of the training things that I don't have fully researched yet. I have the bed there. I have storage for robotics, for which our repair kits count, and anything that gets stacked in a proper storage thing for it loses its stolen flag and can all be stacked together again. Instead of, okay, well, you have 5 of this from one source and 4 from another, so instead of having one proper stack of 9, which is the stack size for things that don't stack outside of the trading bag, that's the stack size you can get. Losing that flag means you can move more things more efficiently. I have a bolt box. I have storage for, I had found some more of those. Armor storage. But yeah, those things that I don't, well, technically hinges, no. Hinges are crossbow parts. Spring of steel is also crossbow parts. Tools, I don't remember. Tools, I don't think they count as robotics. I'm not sure. But yeah, we have a house, and since the town has that, we get some power without having to build it on our own. Though, that's a, yeah, those are going to be for sale. I did forget to sell those, but I'm gonna get those out of your inventory. You. Right. And you. That's. Yeah, we're really gonna need to build that thing. For now, I'll do that. And that. Stop that. There. We're here, which is good. I have shown you the stuff in the house, and that is good enough.